Yeah, it's recording. My dog.
No, I don't. Like the whole scene isn't so yeah.
Hey, Bruce.
Yeah, man. Hey.
You don't have any way to start off the convo.
Nah. You know what I really wanted to actually speak about? Is what we were speaking about earlier about the fear.
Yeah.
You know, us doing this.
Yeah.
It's our shit. The realness, yeah, the fear, I guess. The what ifs, all of that, the uncertainty. We're also jumping into a field where we don't know where we're gonna end up.
Yeah.
We have like a vision and a goal, but like it's not like we're not promised anything.
True.
So yeah, I just wanted to speak about how you guys feel about what we're doing. You know.
Hey, bruh. Honestly, I mostly feel good. It's more just like, I don't know. It's like fear of the unknown. Like, that's all it is. We actually just don't like. That's where the fear is coming from, because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You don't know what's out there.
Mm.
Hey, bro. I wouldn't say like I'm afraid of failure, because I don't see myself failing. You know, especially because how much time there is since we're starting so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like 4 or 5 years. I'm 22, 23. I'm still young, bro.
You 22, blood.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Youngin', shit.
We'll still be young, bro. So it's like, you know, it doesn't. There's not really room for failure if you're working every day,
Consistently as well, yeah.
5 years straight.
Yeah. Something has to come
Something's
out of it.
gonna count, bro. Otherwise, you're doing the wrong thing, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
But I get that though. I also have like a fear of the unknown, you know.
Yeah.
I also don't like, you know, I mean, I was speaking earlier and like I was just saying how, you know, there's that voice in your head, the voice of doubts that will kind of maybe push you in the direction of thinking that, you know, it won't work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't know if it'll work. Are you making the right choice right now? You start rethinking about what you were doing and like, you know, the life you could have had.
Yeah.
You know?
That voice of doubt actually came to you know, I was telling you hear what I was saying to you earlier on.
Nah, I wasn't here.
So literally, so we got results yesterday.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, okay, got my results back, it's whatever, nah. And then today I started seeing people about posting about like what unis they're going to, you know, the acceptance letters and all that shit. And I'm like, fuck. Like, am I making the right decision right now? That started happening in my head.
Yeah.
Like, I really started doubting. You know, I was trying to do something. I was trying to make music and I couldn't, bro. That thought was just lingering in my head.
Yeah.
Like, it just was not leaving.
Yeah.
Like, it was so bad. And I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I think, bro, also the people I'm surrounded with as well. I mean, bro, school, dude, for the past 5 years, leading up to university, and then I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
When that has been like the goal
That's been the goal
for the last 5 years.
for
Yeah, I
5
get
years. And I did all that work this last year,
that. Yeah.
you know, just for me to fucking,
Nah, I
But-
get that.
yeah, hey, man, you know, I know I'm making the right decision, and I'm not gonna batter myself for that thought coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Like-
because it's normal.
Yeah,
normal,
bro,
yeah.
like, it makes sense why that's happening.
Because also at the same time, everyone around you is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And now you're just going a different direction. Of course, there's gonna be something you'll be like, yo, am I actually like in the right place right now?
Yeah, bro,
You
literally,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%, dude.
Yo, but
It's
it reminds
scary.
me, like even this morning myself, I was on IG. I'm supposed to reply to DMs for people for the shoot. I was looking at people's stories. Everyone's posting their trick marks, all the pass rate, people passing. I'm like, damn. That actually hurts. Like that shit just hurts. Cause yeah.
What
Yeah,
hurts?
seeing all of that, cause
Uh,
I won't get to experience that myself.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It also takes me back, and I don't think about this. I don't think about this at all anymore. But in the past, I always think about like, cause back in grade 9, And this is when everything changed. I think this was the start of me just not finishing school.
Yeah.
Was find grade 9 finals. You know, I just didn't write them.
You didn't write them.
Mm-mm.
You just didn't pull up.
Yeah, dude, mentally, I just couldn't. I hadn't studied at all. You know, I was in such a bad place mentally. You know, I think I wrote like 2. Then I just stopped coming to school.
Fuck.
Then yeah, bro. So if I think like, what if I did things differently? I remember one of the core memory stood out. I was sitting at a bench, and I was just like by myself, or separated from everyone else. We were supposed to be doing a project for drama, me and these 2 other guys, and I just went and I just sat on my own while they were working. I think one of them called the teacher to come call me, and I remember she was my EMS and sports teacher. And she was talking to me, she's like, you've missed some of your exams, why aren't you writing?
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. And then I remember her saying to me, just go write them. You know, even if you don't do well, just go write them. And I just didn't want to, bro. I just like, yeah, I just couldn't. And yeah, bro. And like, I always like those times I always thought about like, what if I just went and did it? You know, what where would I be now?
Yeah.
You know?
We would not be here right now.
Yeah, I think
If
like
Lambda-
everything happens.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We would not be here right now.
Because you needed to be very, very low to be at these heights of where you are.
Yeah.
You needed to hit rock fucking bottom
Yeah.
to be able to like see on the other side. But I get it, like the what ifs, like all 3 of us have just had this, you know,
Yeah.
this thought process. And the what ifs, I mean, with me with football, like I understand, I relate to how you feel
Yeah.
about like having 5 years or like a long period of time building up to this one moment.
Yeah.
I felt the same way until, you know, I had a complete flip.
Yeah.
And that shit was not my reality anymore.
Do you guys even remember when we were at St. Faith's? It's like on the farm.
Yeah.
And Ukoko, she was asking Tony about school. And everyone was saying to you, I was like, yeah, why is the question coming?
Yeah.
Like, bro, that thing was genuinely, the uni thing, bro. They're not going to school thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's playing a big part on my well-being right now.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, I think everyone needs to get started. People must go to school. We must get started. I think after I'll be fine.
Yeah,
bro.
so the noise
Yeah.
can quiet down.
Not even the noise. There's no noise, Lou. It's all in my head.
Yeah, bro.
It's not even outside. It's me, bro. It's me.
You just need to leave this. It's like a phase. It's always like this. For me, it's like a phase. Like there's
Yeah.
like this wave of doubt that comes, and it's like you just have to push through it
Yeah.
and be like, nah, I'm sure what I'm doing, and you just have to push through the doubts.
Yeah.
100%.
Because then again, a lot of this stuff is irrational thoughts. Like it's based off of fear. Fear itself is irrational.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, it makes sense, bro. We don't want to go back to what you're saying about rock bottom. Hey, I hit rock bottom, bro. I've hit absolute rock bottom. At least back in 2021. The thing is, you niggas didn't even realize.
I didn't realize shit. Bro.
Yeah, you didn't even know
That was
how
crazy, yo.
bad it was, bro. Yeah, gee, hey, dude, I just remember Camelot. I think Camelot was my worst. You know.
Camelot was what year?
Come on, the year we
2021.
had that crazy December on Omigo.
I thought
Yeah.
it was here. I thought 2021 was here.
No, we moved here in 2021 too.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
both things.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
yeah.
I'm thinking of when Tyler released his album.
Yeah,
I was
2021.
Playboy Cardi, not Tyler.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
then it was
Cardi,
2020.
yeah,
Cardi
Cardi in
released.
2020. They were still there for a bit of 2021
Yeah,
and
at the
Camelot.
beginning, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and then no, end of 2021 we moved here.
We moved here when I was
Was it not
'Cause
near
I
the end?
remember in grade 8 I used to come to this crib.
true.
Yeah.
Ah,
True.
So it was 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
No, but you didn't
Camelot.
move here in 2020. You moved here in 2021. I remember the first photo I had here was in December of 2021.
Ah.
Yeah, and then I remember, and also the other thing is like August of 2021, I remember I was still in Camelot and I was still doing my schoolwork, online schoolwork.
Yeah, I do remember that as
Yeah.
well. I do remember.
But yeah, carry on, yeah.
So yeah, bro, yeah.
Camelot.
Camelot, yeah, dude, as fun as it was also a very dark place for me, bro. You know, there was a night when we first moved to Camelot and it was like, I was up at like 3 a.m. It was that night where it was cold as hell. Yo, going
Yeah.
to school the next morning.
Dude, I remember, bro. You
Remember
didn't
that
sleep.
night? Yeah.
Yeah.
You were going to school the next morning. I remember we brought the heater to our room.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
gas
yeah.
heater. Brought it upstairs, that big gas heater.
Yeah.
Brought it upstairs, we put it in our room. And I remember, bro, I was on my iPad. I was up at like 3 in the morning. I was chatting to some guy on Discord. I was just telling him about my family life. I told him about like the relationship with my dad isn't the best. You know, I told him like all my childhood stories.
Do you still speak to this guy now?
That guy's just one of those people in life that you speak to, you have like a crazy conversation with.
You never see them or speak to them.
Never see them again.
Crazy. Over Discord, even mad. I understand Ira like in real life when you meet.
Yeah.
Over Discord is crazy.
I was
yeah.
over at Discord, bro, because also a lot of my life has actually been online.
Yeah.
But I realize, like when I really think about it now, like since I got my own iPad in like 2019,
Yeah,
a lot of my life has been online. But yeah, bro, there was that, and also yeah, this is a heavy topic. But then yeah, also like, bro, it was the second time that I tried to commit suicide, bro. It was in Camelot. I don't know if I told you guys this
Nah,
one.
you haven't.
Yeah, I haven't told you this one.
You just told me that
Mm.
you thought about it, but you never said you tried to.
No, bro, tried to twice. It
Yeah.
happened twice, yeah. So I remember that night, bro. Yeah, I did it on a whim. Like I think I was just tired of everything, bro.
Yeah.
And I just remember I went downstairs to the cabinet, and we had this like red liquor. Remember I took that. I chugged like half of it.
Red liquor, it was like straight alcohol.
It was this liquor, yeah. It was like it was that sweet liquor. But I remember the alcohol percentage was 42%. I make sure I read it.
Sure.
Chugged like half of it, and then there was these tabs of painkillers. I think I took like 6, and I went to bed. Like just like knowing, like in my head I was convinced I wasn't gonna wake up.
Shit.
And I woke up and I had the craziest pain in my liver. And I remember I was like in bed, like I couldn't even lie down. I was like hunched over, like on my knees, like just hunched over in my bed because my liver was so sore. And I remember that morning, I had school the next morning. My pops came to me, he was shouting at me because I was late. And I think one of my teachers had called him or emailed him. 'cause I
Online
wasn't
school.
on. Yeah, I was late for school. I remember he shouted at me, pulled me out of bed. I had like the most surreal thing. Pulled me out of bed, and I got up, continued with normal life, like nothing happened, bro.
Oh,
And then yeah, and I think after that day, I think I just switched off. Like emotionally, I just switched off.
because you also didn't have time to process like anything. You know, like you just went straight into.
Straight back to normal life.
And the thing is, like, I'm sure it was even like it was very heavy because you had to deal with that by yourself.
Yeah,
By yourself, because
Every
that it's
shot
a
you
lot.
killed me.
yeah.
It's extremely heavy to deal with, you know.
I had no one to talk to, no one to help me.
Yo,
Yeah, bro, and yeah, dog. I don't even know. Even now, I don't even know how to like.
Bro,
Yeah.
how the fuck do you even get to that point? Yeah?
No, it's an accumulation of things. But also, yeah, growing up. Because also, this is also why I realized why I also think of the difference between you and I, because we grew up in the same, not the same circumstance, but we were siblings.
Yeah, for
Right.
a while.
But it was because I live with my mom primarily, and at home I had no father figure. And that played a big role into my mental health. Like even now I realize because remember 2022 I moved here. I started getting better as soon as I moved here. Like mentally I started getting better. It took a while to adjust.
Moved here to KZN,
Yeah.
2022.
yeah, like properly, like.
When I started living here.
Wasn't it during lockdown when you couldn't leave? And then you just moved here?
No, during lockdown, so it's 2020.
Oh, okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
that was still 2020. So yeah, during lockdown I just got trapped.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I felt also, because also during lockdown I actually didn't want to stay. I felt trapped here.
Yeah, that was bad.
So yeah.
Yeah, but carry on.
But yeah, dude, 2022 started getting better because my dad was around, and that's someone that I genuinely needed in my life.
Yeah.
So it was that thing, bro. So it was the back and have me always going back and forth between my mom and here staying with my dad, and then that was happening for a while. Maybe in times where I'd come for the week and like within 3 days I wanna go home.
I remember, bro.
Yeah,
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I remember, bro, like the time you pull up
Mm.
and like you do something wrong and you get shut on. Inside I'd be so pissed
Mm.
because I knew you were going home. I didn't get to even spend time with this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
This nigga would be gone in like 2 days, dog.
Yeah.
And that's why it took us so long to get close as well.
Yeah.
We were never around. And whenever you were around, some shit was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was, yeah. That's the mentality. That's the mindset I had of you. Was you're just a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yo.
Yeah, bro.
But I get that, like, it was like two different perspectives
Mm.
of something that you didn't even know that he was going through.
I had no idea. You don't think about it like that as a kid, though.
Never.
Bro.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't.
You don't.
Because you think about yourself, like, what's the word? It's not ignorance.
No, you see things through your own lens, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Straight,
as a
yeah.
child, you see things one way,
Yeah, literally.
you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that happened, and then that was happening for a while. Even that back and forth put a big strain on me mentally,
Yeah.
right? And then 2018, you guys moved to Durban, and that's when it just like completely finished me. You know, there's a thing that said I don't know it exactly to a T. So also I might be misquoting it. I probably am. But after a certain amount of times anyway, I think like 4. If a parent isn't there 4 days out of a week, they're actually absent. And that parent isn't in their child's life. So now imagine I only got to see my dad in June and December holidays.
Yeah, that's...
You know?
Yeah.
So most of the time it's just me and my mom. My mom is constantly working. I would only see her at night, and she would be tired. I'll stay for like 2 hours, and then she'll go to bed. I would have to go to bed. There was only auntie at home. Auntie's working on the household the whole time. You know, so I was actually really alone. You know, and that was for like 4 years until 2022. So yeah, bro. So all of that together just destroyed me mentally. And then yeah, man. And then that's what led up to everything, bro. And then also school with my ADHD. You know, school was a struggle. At the first primary school, you know, the what's it again? The staff were out for me, or was it the headmaster? You know, not that they're out for me, but like they just...
No, they were, bro. They were doing some
Yeah.
bullshit. I remember that.
So there was that too. You know, I was bullied also a lot because it was very easy to make me angry.
Yeah.
You know, I had no control over my anger, so I was also bullied in school. You know, so yeah, it's an accumulation of all of those things, bro. And
Over
then
a long period of time.
over a long period, like it just never stopped. Then yeah, like I remember, but like back in like grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade I was much better, bro. Like I remember once I got to like grade 3, that's when things started getting slippery. Grade 4, grade 5 started going downhill. You know, grade 6, I'm switching schools. Grade 6, you know, I'm leaving my old school. Yeah, no, grade 6, grade 5, I switched schools. I moved in the middle of the year to a new school. You know, like my whole life is just changing around me. I don't even understand why. You know, just remember all of this. I don't understand anything that's happening.
Literally.
You know, so it's like, yeah, bro, it made, like now, like when I think of it like this, it all makes sense as to why I got in there, bro. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about how different our lives were as kids.
Mm.
Even though we were brothers, bro. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. That is crazy. Two
Yeah.
completely different lives, eh?
So those are all the things that just send me plummeting, bro. But yeah, now we're here now, bro, and somehow I find myself at the other side of all of that. Like on the complete other side. You know, I'm not really sure how this stuff works. There isn't a book written about it to follow.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about us, like, you know, everything that we're doing is almost just like a journey on camera.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know.
As
bro.
much as we would like to think that we are aware of a lot of things which we are, we don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
I actually think I want to document like a lot of this stuff now, especially with how I've dealt with my mental health, bro. Because I've generally reached a point where I feel like I don't know. I like to say I've beaten depression. I think for the most part, I've beaten it. There's still times I find myself like in a depressed state, but I don't think I've like clinically like diagnosed I am depressed. Like I don't think I'm there anymore. Definitely not there. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Jeez, yeah. But yeah, there's a time where I find myself in a depressed state, you know, when I get really, really low, you know, and things aren't really going my way. But even then, bro, like I've there's like a threshold that you pass, you know, like there's like levels. So like usually when you're at a heightened state, you know, you're feeling high, feeling good. Here's your middle
Content,
ground.
yeah.
Here's where you low, and below low, that's depression.
Yeah.
I have not gone back there, you know, below low.
Yeah.
I really haven't, bro.
But you know,
Yeah.
at least the thing is like, at least it's not seen as a, or like, at least I wouldn't like to see it as a thing that's not normal, because it's part of life, you know. Even if, like, for example, you do ever hit that point again, I feel like you would be at a place of where you would have the tools to kind of know what to do, you know.
Yeah.
Even if, like, I know in the moment of knowing, like, when you're in a shit state, like, you feel like shit, you still feel like shit, but like at some point you know, okay, I'm gonna get out of this. Maybe not right now, but the process,
Yeah.
I'll get out of it at some point. So at least like you're at a place where you do have the tools. For example, of like when you're dealing with something by yourself, the solution for that would to be to hit us up,
Yeah.
to speak about it, to communicate, you know. So at least there's a lot of things that you can kind of challenge that feeling.
Yo,
You
bro, that communicating thing is actually,
It's massive.
That's
but it's hard, gents.
It is.
It is hard, yeah.
You know, bro, like, you get, I don't know. I know that this is new, like, you know, mental health, being aware. Like, it's something we're trying to push even, you know. And your parents are like, yeah, you must tell me what's going on. You know, like, and they push it, you know. That shit's hard though, bro. For me, it's fucking hard. I struggle with speaking about stuff. Like, I barely come to people. I mean, how many times have you heard me come to you about like my own issues? Not like a public thing that I've been through.
I don't think you have. Maybe once or twice.
Exactly. You
Like,
probably
yeah.
did not.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, bro.
I think it's also like maybe for a guy, it's like a part of a pride thing, if that makes sense. Like,
Nah, I lost. For me, yeah, okay. I'm sure
Yeah.
for a majority of guys.
For some
yeah.
people, yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of there's pride involved.
because there's a lot of things where you're at a point where it's too late. Like, for example, I don't know, I'll say school. Like, you need help with something, you don't ask for it. Then you're
Yeah.
at the point where, let's say it's exams now, and you're too late
Yeah.
to ask. But like, because of the pride of things, because you want to do everything yourself, you don't want to ask for help.
Yeah, bro.
And it kind of
Hey,
bites
shit.
in the ass
She might be
later
right,
on,
eh?
you know. So it's I literally spoke to my dad about it yesterday. Like,
Yeah.
he's doing this whole water fast where he's not eating anything, he's just drinking water and putting salt in it for electrolytes and everything.
Yeah.
And we're sitting at Ocean Basket, and I can see visually that he's like not here, like he's dizzy, he's like, you know, his head is all over the place. And of course, when you're asking a guy, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah.
Like, I can see,
Yeah.
I can see that you're not okay. And I was busy saying, like, don't let it be that pride thing, bro. Like, he literally had nothing to drink here. He was watching us eat. I'm like, let me just order you sparkling water. I even like searched up what can help someone drink a water fast. Sparkling water, salts. I ordered that for him. I was like, drink now, so you can, like, you know, because there's that feeling of being a man, of maybe not wanting to ask for help, you know, on a lot of things. Or maybe feeling like, because I know, for example, when I was at a low point in my life, I felt like nobody went through the same thing that I did.
Yeah.
You know, no one could relate to how I feel, or no one would kind of understand me, you know. And then you find out, like, shit, nigga, there's a lot of people in your position. It still doesn't make it easier, but it's like it's a start to,
It does make it easier though, knowing that
yeah, okay,
you're not the only one. It does though, a bit.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't make it go away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't make it go away, but it does make it easier.
Yeah.
Because I can say, I'll put this into a real life scenario, which just happened. So, you and I, we went to go play basketball. remember with Ken on last Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I remember literally when we were playing against those guys who we really wanted to beat.
Yeah.
And you remember when I swore,
Yeah.
you know, and you confronted me about it, or you were like, yo, you know, Ken isn't. So basically what happened, we were playing against these guys, we were playing a pickup game, and I remember we were 3-0 up, and then these niggas, they started coming back. We're playing to 5, and they slowly started coming back. I think it was 3-3, then it became 4-3.
Yeah.
So when we conceded the 4th point, I'm on like defense of like niggas, like Rita, you know, everyone man mark. And Kensani wasn't on his man.
No, you know what he did? He got the rebound, he didn't go straight up. He went backwards.
Yeah, you went around. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. And I had a reaction. What did I say? I said,
You're like, go back. And you like, go back. You're like, go up, Ken. You're like, fuck.
yeah.
You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
And when Awami confronted me about it, I was extremely defensive. And I knew I was
Yeah.
extremely defensive. But, and this is the first time we're speaking about it, but I was extremely defensive, and I wasn't like, even though like my intention, by the way, it was not to swear at Ken.
Yeah.
But his reasoning for me swearing was like, you know, nigga, he's your teammate.
Yeah.
So like, instead of me actually saying like, okay, yo, I'm coming back after the game, because we won after the game, yo, I mean, you know, my fault for, you know, swearing at Ken or swearing. But my intention wasn't like that. I hope you can see it that way.
Yeah.
I kept quiet. I didn't speak about it again till now.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing is, bruh, it was on my mind the whole fucking time, but it was so hard to speak about it. And I'd like to think that I'm a person who's aware of my emotions, aware of how I feel, you know, who can speak.
Yeah.
But there are those moments where like, it's, I don't know, bruh, it just feels like a tense moment of where I feel like I can't speak.
Yeah, you have to protect yourself
Yes.
and guard yourself.
Yeah.
You can't let the other person win in a way.
Yeah.
Literally.
It was,
Like,
yeah, like,
that's what it was. You
Yeah.
didn't want me to like get my point across to you, and that's what I was saying.
I think for me, like from my perspective, it wasn't even that. It was like, I didn't want to, because like when taking accountability, you're in a vulnerable state, you know, we are pushing that message of embracing vulnerability.
Yeah.
But in that moment, it was hard for me to be the one of like, I guess it not seeing you win, but me being wrong and being like,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't want to, you know,
Wanna
not
be wrong.
necessarily him winning or losing, but I was focusing on me of like, I don't want to be wrong. So I didn't speak about it. It went away. And I mean, everything was fine, but it was still a thing of like, okay, you could have spoken about that moment. You could have spoken about that in that moment and been like, listen, XYZ happened. This was my side of things. My intention wasn't supposed to be like that. I apologize for that.
Literally.
And
Yeah.
it's done and it's gone.